Did you know that the stories that you consume are silently building the life that you live? And did you know that they shape your perspective? And your perspective shapes your reality? Let me explain. I'll tell you a story. Two kids, growing up in the same household, both with the same alcoholic parents. One ends up in prison and the other ends up becoming a successful businessman. They got interviewed separately. The first one was asked, "How did you end up in jail?" "With parents like mine, how could I succeed?" And the second one was asked, "How did you end up successful?" And he responds, "With parents like mine, how can I afford to fail?" Same home, same pain, but two completely different meaning. That meaning came from the stories that they told themselves. Personally, when I was a kid, I studied the stories of prophets that taught me the values of being grateful. That changed everything for me. And since then, I trained my perspective to see what I had instead of what I lacked. And gratitude became my armor. When setbacks hit, I bounced back. That's not because I was lucky, but because my lens was different. If you are struggling, if you feel alone, like no one is coming, then let me ask you this. How many stories of people do you know who have made it? People who were broke, hurt, alone, but still built something powerful. If you cannot name many, then that's your problem. Because the mind will default to what it knows. If all you have seen are failures and victims, guess what you will become by default. But if you flood your mind with the stories of people who broke the cycle, who overcame and rose, then your blueprint starts to shift. Two things that I would recommend you is that study the stories of successful people. Twofolds. One, start with the scriptures because you will learn about gratitude regardless of what's going on in your life. From that base, you can build off. Then study of people who have come from nothing and built something. Whether you care about money, business, relationship, whatever success story that you want to study, the more stories you study, the better your default settings will be. Because if all you have ever known is a defeat, then you will relive it. But if you study victory, you will start living it.